All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we're giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, or Hakodash. All right, Yahweh is the true name of our Heavenly Father, who we know as God and Jehovah. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, and our Lord and Savior, our King, who we know as Jesus Christ. Ba'ashem, or Hakodash is in the name of the Holy Spirit. It's the inspiration given to us to edify those who's been given the ears to hear. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, Nels, and great millstone. Peace, salutations to the hopeful elect brethren, faithfully and diligently preaching his word with fear and trembling. Shalom to the believers, the men, women, and children that subscribe and listen to this truth. Who's speaking probably all about Shema Hawashai Shai. All right. So we got a live lesson. All right. I got the beloved brother Yashima from GMS Mississippi Camp here with me this morning. And as you see, the topic of the live, Israel, we can't win unless Babylon comes to an end, man. And you see that the more that this man, the king of Babylon today, which is Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, beginning with the elites, all right, the banking families, the globalists, this world is going on a fast road to destruction, all right? And it's not gonna turn around unless the government is changed, man. Okay? Unless Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai comes and destroys this place and set up the righteous government, the house of David, to take over and establish his righteousness in the earth, right? Until then, it's going to be utter confusion, chaos, all right, death and destruction, because that's all this man knows how to do. And if you're trying to build upon that foundation, you're going to lose, man, you know? But we're going to get into the lesson, get these precepts, and Lord will, you brothers and sisters, be edified.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, verse 28. It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Right, the evil is sown, all right, because the wicked one, all right, Esau Edom, all right, he's the son of perdition, and it's his time to rule as the Lord has set up, pertaining to Job 9 and 24, the earth in the hands of the wicked. All right. It said he covers the faces of the judges thereof, which are the Israelites, ultimately beginning with Yahweh Shai. So the standard of righteousness is not being upheld in the earth. The vibration that's constantly and continually going out is wickedness. As the scriptures say, what's that 2nd Ezra? That 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the earth. Yep.
15.
15 and 8. Yep.
And it says, verse 29, it says, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that which is sown with good.
So it says, unless that is sown is not turned upside down, which I got a precept, right?
What you got?
Isaiah 29 and 16. Well, because you got to look, everything that's supposed to be esteemed as righteous is deemed evil, and everything that's deemed as evil is deemed good, man. You know, because people have no conscience of right and wrong anymore, man. Right? That's what the disciples, when they were inquiring of when the kingdom of Israel would come, that Hawashai told them what the signs of his coming would be, which he represents Malak Tazadak, the king of righteousness. And he said, because iniquity is abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. And the foundation of love comes through the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because that's an action word, man. So there's certain judgments that have to be executed for love to prosper in the earth, man.
So that's saying, man, Esau Edom pretty much, brought people morale so low.
Mm-hmm.
The morale of society is so low to pretty much he's able to insert all type of wickedness and make it normal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now once he did that, Now he's actually destroying the physical earth. Because he
That's
even destroyed the minds of people. Now he's destroying the physical earth.
Mhm.
And that's why this man has to be stopped. And trying to build in an environment where this man is still in authority, okay, is pointless. You see?
Mhm.
Like that's pointless to try to build in an environment where this man is still in power because it only gets worse. Okay? This is Isaiah 29:16 says, surely your turn of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay.
And who was the potter? Yahweh, all right, the heavenly Father, all right, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because all things was created, all right, by Yahweh Shai. So the standard of righteous living is Yahweh Shai said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No man come to the Father but by me, has been completely defiled. The mindset towards righteousness, right, has been completely defiled because the heavenly Father, he gave us the standard of how we are to live to please him so that we can have a prosperous life on earth and actually, like this brother always go to, enjoying the earth. We're not enjoying the earth, man. We just reading the articles this morning on in the last 2 weeks. You done had 7 fucking natural catastrophes. The train derailments, acres of land on fire. You got wildfires, and ultimately, you know, he's causing a lot of these things, but the earth is rebelling against this man. Mm-hmm. Because the earth is tied to the spirit of the Israelites. It's a certain maintenance that the earth desires to be kept, right? A certain maintenance that the earth has to be kept, man. Certain requirements, man. And that spirit, it rests within the nation of Israel, the sons of God. So when you see these earthquakes, you just had that earthquake over there, was that Turkey? Mm-hmm. What, 30,000 people? You know what I'm saying? 50,000. It's up to 50,000 now. Mm-hmm. You know, so that's a large chunk of people destroyed at one time. Yep. All right, and ultimately the earth is they say all the foundations of the earth are being out of whack, are being taken out of course, man. So one thing trickles down to the next thing. No land Sabbath. You know, you putting all this pressure on the earth by constantly nonstop reaping, reaping, reaping. You know, the earth needs to rest just like we need to rest. Sucking the oil out the earth. Sucking the oil out the earth, right? Yep. You know. And also you can just store it up, which the earth is the natural store. You taking it out so you can put it in fucking warehouses and barrels and shit like that. Just, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Harvesting resources, you know, just being a fucking tyrant on the earth, man. But it's coming a time where all of this has to come to an end. And that's when we'll ultimately get the win. You get second Ezra if you don't got nothing. Okay, come.
And it says, surely your turn of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? And shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding?
That's it. And that's what you really got with these Edomites that's ruling in the earth. They're taking everything that the Lord has made right, all right, and saying it's not right. Oh, no, it can be done better. You know, these fucking globalists like Yuval Harari, Bill Gates, so forth and so on. You know, they have their agenda to try to be like the Most High, and they push that philosophy out there that you don't need God, you are God. You know, thinking that like, and just like Psalms 49:11 say, it said that inward thought is that the dwelling places shall continue forever. These motherfuckers trying to conquer immortality. You know, they're trying to achieve immortality, man. You know, talking about to be the first generation to live forever. If you motherfuckers live forever, the earth, the earth gonna give in. Yeah. It ain't so. Either way, if you find out a way to do that, which you're not going to, Most High not going to allow it. The earth not going to sustain the pressure that you're putting on.
Yeah. Yeah. The earth ain't built to sustain Esau leadership. That's why he gotta be removed. You know, and see, like you're saying, Esau, in his attempt to try to one up the Most High, is destroying everything.
Yep.
Because his decisions are having a major trickle effect on the earth. Like these train derailments where you got these toxins that's flying in the air now.
Hazardous materials.
Yeah, you got 5 acres of plastic, being burnt in Florida. Like this man is at war with everyone in the earth. You see? And if this man is not stopped, I say no flesh will make it. That's literal.
Yep.
No flesh will be saved. Like that's literal. Like this nigga will kill everything, everybody, including himself, man.
Mm-hmm.
The ecosystem, like what he doing is having a major trickle effect on the earth. And see, Jake think that if they can get some black businesses going, there's some type of way out. Like, nah, while you trying to get your W-9 tax form filled out, this man is planning his next chemical war.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
He's planning to crash the dollar while you trying to save and budget money. No, this man, as long as this man is in power, everybody done. Yep. Okay? Yep. Everything.
You already planning the next pandemic on your ass.
Yeah. You gonna say Ezra, what number?
Oh. Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of the fall.
Okay.
Yo.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9.
Mm-hmm. You start at 7, about the shot.
At 7, okay. 2nd Ezra 6 and 7 said, Then answered I and said, What shall be the part asunder of the times?
Right, the prophet Ezra asking, man, when is this shit gonna come to an end, man? What should be the part asunder of the times, man? Because that's the spirit that we in right now today. And if you're not in that spirit, you're not in the right spirit. If you're not in the spirit of wanting to see Babylon the Great, America destroyed, right? Because it's the influence that ultimately is being pushed throughout the earth. The lifestyles, that hip hop culture. Where did that stem from? That shit came from America. Number 1 genre of music in the world is promoting death, violence, drug overdoses, adultery, murder,
Alphabet.
Yeah.
Pedos,
Yeah.
They new things to normalize pedos, man. Like I said, this man, like once he dropped everyone morals to nothing, because people morals are pretty much on nothing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Empty as hell. Yep. You see? And he's pretty much to just push all these new wickedness and norms.
Yep.
Okay? Now the earth is under such a dark and satanic vibration. Yeah. And it's like you say, it stems here in America. Yep. And Americans don't care about shit. You think Americans care about the environment? You think they care about the world that they're leaving to the next generation? They don't care about that shit. One thing we know about you Americans, as long as you can eat, hang out, and bust nuts, you don't care what's going on in the earth. You don't give a shit what's going on in the earth. Yep. Straight up. Yep. Okay. You can go ahead. This is back in 2nd Ezra 6 and 7, it says, Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Right.
Which was symbolic of that hand on Esau's heel was symbolic of them being taken out of rulership, right? Which right now is being done within. The spirit of this place is leaving, man. As they set up America on this so-called Christian principle. I remember I was Googling when did they put In God We Trust on the money. I want to say it went back to like the 40s or the 30s. Can't remember the exact date, But then pretty much once they done that, they were saying that they were going to abide by the Bible as being the standard, the law of the land, and the apostles been mentioned in 83. Reagan deemed the year of the Bible. Yeah. So
and Reagan, he's the biggest dope boy ever. Him and Daddy Bush.
Yes, sir.
You see
the crack epidemic.
Yeah. Yep. It was the war on drugs, but nigga, they funded that. The CIA under the Reagan administration, that's what you get. okay, the influx, okay, of drugs in America through Reagan and his sidekick, Daddy Bush.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then he come to you talking about this the law of the land, like this how this nigga operate, man.
Yep.
You know, he talks smooth, but this nigga be in the background doing all manner of wickedness, man. And the earth is still suffering for that era when they let all the drugs come through like that, man. You see?
Yep. Yep. And now, you know, you got all these so-called physicians, right? You go for an issue, some type of ailment or some type of issue to the doctor, motherfucker prescribing you pills before he'd even determine what the what the issue is.
Yeah, it's something they finna do with the they finna merge, you know, the groceries and the pharmaceuticals together. You know, I'm gonna find that article, man.
Pretty much just giving you more access to destroy yourself. Because one thing about it, our people trust in the lies, man. You know, here it is, this man supposed to be set up as a physician and actually help you, but he giving you shit that's worse than the symptom that you already got. The side effects be worse than what you actually have, you know. Then he'll come back 5 years later with the little 3, 4 o'clock in the morning commercial talking about if you've been exposed or you were subscribed to this drug, you might be entitled to such and such, such and such. You know, then you know he'll have so much fine print on shit, you'll never know the things that you actually gonna suffer once you take those prescriptions, man. But that's his sole purpose is to reduce population and destroy people. Got it.
I got an article.
Okay.
It's on Natural News. It said trains carrying hazard materials continue to derail around the country. Is the U.S. under attack? Another train carrying hazardous chemicals has jumped the tracks, this time in Michigan. The train is operated by Norfolk Southern, the same rail line that operated the train that derailed outside East Palestine, Ohio earlier this month, spewing tons of toxic liquid and smoke into the atmosphere and the local water table, causing fish and livestock such as chickens to die and scores of residents to report getting ill. There's, it says so in this new one. It says that there's at this time no one is aware of any release of any hazardous material, and car carrying hazardous material has been put upright and is being removed from the area of the other derailed cars, and the Environmental Protection Agency is dispatching a team to ensure public safety, she added. So now they're saying, well, the one in Michigan, we neutralized, you know, that threat. Well, see, these devils lie. Okay, then you won't know till people start dying, and then they come back and say, well, you know, we did find a leak. You know, this is how these devils operate, man. This man is at war with people.
Yep.
That's why
yep.
I get that real quick.
What you get? I get it for you.
Isaiah 14.
Okay.
Verse starting 4.
Okay. So this is Isaiah 14, starting at verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb. When we start up one.
No, you started 4.
Okay. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Yeah, how have the oppressor ceased? Okay. Because America's at the forefront of this oppressive system that runs the earth, man. This beast system. America's pretty much the muscle, okay, behind this beast system that's oppressing the earth. Okay, go ahead.
The Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked.
Yep, and that's the solution. Is the Lord had to break the staff, which is what? To overthrow his authority. Okay, Esau's authority has to be overthrown in the earth, man. There's no finding peace and a place of comfort while this man is in rulership, man. The scriptures say he was given power to take peace from the earth.
Yep.
So wherever peace is, he's coming to take it from the earth, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and the scepter of the rulers,
Go ahead.
he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
Yep. He smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. Here it is, you know, he already derailed one train, okay, and it messed them people up. The water going downstream had ruined farms. You know, it's a lot of trickle effects that this man is doing. Okay, this man is an actual plague in the earth. Okay, and the cancer doesn't stop until
It's cut off.
Yeah, until it's cut off or it kills his host. You see, so Esau has to be cut off. So he derailed one train, then he come back. Now you got 5, 6 more trains derailed. Like the nigga won't stop, man. Okay, he already, you know,
can't be satisfied.
Yeah, he got poison in the food. You know, he's figuring out what other poison to put. Like it's a continual stroke on humanity, man. But then he parades himself like he's a humanitarian. You know,
it says, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindered.
Yeah, he that ruled the nations in anger, man. This man is at war against the people. He's at war against life. He's at war against peace. Okay? So until this man is removed from power, okay, what's that in Sirach 10 and 10? Yep, real quick. Until this man is removed out of power, okay, the earth is going to suffer. You see, people are going to suffer. Okay? The ecosystem is going to suffer. Okay? And see, you have the men, okay, you have the hopeful elect that's constantly complaining about this man, and he's going to be removed. Yeah.
Oh, you want me to get 8 because of unrighteous dealings?
We're going to jump around. We're going to get, matter of fact, you read 4, then 8, then jump to 10.
Okay.
And it's a Hebrew hopscotch.
In fact, I'm going to start at 3.
Yeah.
This is Sirach 10 and 3, the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. An unwise king destroyed his people.
An unwise king destroyed his people. See, because the king really is supposed to be a manager of the earth. He's supposed to be an overseer of the affairs of the earth. You know, whatever, you know, his province that he runs. And Esau, he has the whole earth. It's his province. Okay? But what this is going to
I was going to say, his decisions are supposed to be in the best interest of the people.
He does the opposite. He's figuring out how to deceive you, you know, and to destroy yourself. And that's why depression, like, see, Esau has the earth pretty much in self-destruct mode because the cultures that this man has created, suicide is a culture now. Okay? And he got that, what you call the emo rap, that depression ass rap, nigga XXX, Tenacion, them niggas, Uzi Vert, them the weird niggas, they call it emo rap. It's pretty much created a culture of depression. And they told you, like, look, I can, that wicked nigga XX Tenacion, you know, he told, like, look, I can make people sad and depressed with this music. Like, I can, you know, they teach them to be little witches.
Demons.
Yeah. So you got, okay, suicide culture. Then you got the drill culture where niggas kill each other. Then you got the abortion, which is cool. So this man has got the earth to accept death as a way of life. How crazy does that sound? People have accepted death as a way of life under this man. Okay? He destroyed the people. He has people on self. Like, he doesn't have to do a lot of, you know, physical things. Okay? Because he got people on such self-destruct mode. But now he wants to speed this thing up, and now he's just gonna start doing all type of shit, man. Go ahead.
Back in Sirach 10 and 3, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
The city shall be inhabited. What? The wisdom, the prudence.
Yeah.
And see, it's gonna be a whole new way of existing. You know, when Esau, Edom is removed out of power. Okay, and then it's gonna be a whole new vibration in the earth when he's completely cut off, when he's done away with, man. When there's no such thing as an Edomite, when that lineage of Edomites is cut off, and we see why, all right, the Lord has it set up for eventually this man to be completely done away with in the earth. You know, go ahead.
I'm gonna jump to a quick precept.
You got it, bro.
It's Habakkuk 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the just shall live by his faith.
Yeah, it says the soul, all right, that's in him is not upright. Okay? And upright goes to the Hebrew word Yasharon, which means to be straightforward, to be righteous. Okay? And his proud spirit is unrighteous, man. You know? He's never telling you the truth, man. Like when he gets on these conferences and you know he gets on these media and make these announcements, he's never telling the truth, man. It's always some underhand shit that he's doing, man.
Yeah, like that nigga Biden had that conference and he said a bunch of gibberish and everybody just started clapping and shit. Like, what the fuck that nigga just say?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, they show you it's just all smoke and mirrors and witchcraft.
Yep.
I'm gonna read verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man.
Yeah, because he has gotten the world to accept his death philosophy, man.
Yep.
His philosophies of death. Feminism, you don't need no man. What? Okay? The earth, the nature tells you your role. Like nature itself tell you your role.
Gender neutral pronouns.
Yeah, crazy shit. You know, the dumbass shit that he got people to accept as normal. He's proud. Like this man looks at the condition of the earth and he's proud of the condition of the earth, that he's influenced the earth in so much wickedness, man. He's proud that the majority of the people are anti-Messiah. Okay, he's proud of that, man. You know, he transgresses by wine and he's a proud man.
It's like you got the Pope pushing to rewrite the Bible with gender neutral pronouns.
Yeah, come on, man.
We're talking about God is gender neutral. So they just blasphemy, you know, on the highest level, blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, man. So we definitely in that time where this motherfucker finna come to an end, man.
Yeah, we know how this going to end.
It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
Yep.
So like it say, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death.
And is as death. Okay? It is as death, man. Like, this man is a walking cancer, man. His mindset is based on death. What can he do to bring death?
That's it.
Okay?
That's what he's thinking about.
Yeah. How can he incorporate death into everyday society, man?
Dang.
Yep.
It says, and cannot be satisfied.
Yeah, and cannot be satisfied. Because he'll never be satisfied with his financial status. You know, he'll never be satisfied with his influence he has over the earth. He will always try to do more and more. Okay? He won't be satisfied, okay, with stripping the liberties. He won't see what else can he do to imprison the people more. Okay? Especially, you know, through his technology and witchcraft. Okay? And Jake think that, you know, that eventually this man gonna do right. Like that's Jake hope. Yeah, there's a lot of Jake has the hope. Like eventually Esau gonna do right by them.
They're gonna get the right guy office eventually.
Yeah. They gonna all the stars gonna line up. You gonna have the right amount of Democrats. Okay, you gonna have the right amount of black colleges. You know, that's getting more grants from the government. Like, no, man, this is ancient warfare that's going on here, man. And this man has to be removed from the throne completely, man. The elites, okay? The why scripture say you will have war with who? Amalek, from generation to generation. Because Amalek sits the throne of these Edomites, okay? The sect of Esau, Edom, Amalek, which was the grandson of Esau, the chief, okay? They're the chief of the nations. You see? So he has to be dethroned. Amalek has to be dethroned in the earth, man, before we can move forward with righteousness, man.
I'm finished. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yep, and he wants to do it. All right, now he wants to put a device in everyone.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
he's already influenced the minds. You know, pretty much have occupied all these lands with his military. Now he wants to get inside people, okay, and gather people to his digital world. Okay, that's what this man plans on doing. Okay, but he's going to be stopped.
It's a one world government, one world order.
Yep.
Which is one common denominator which all people are connected with. That's buying and selling. That's money. Everybody has to use money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's the yuan, the dollar, the pound. So he's taking that to make a one world government, man. Mm-hmm. So what are y'all talking about? It's got to be that MOTV, man. It's got to be that that McChip, man. Okay, so when you look at how the world is ran through commerce and trade, all these nations are connected by that. You know, every nation is connected by that, no matter what belief they have, you know, what religion they have, none of that matters. You know, they still gotta do business, and there gotta be some form of revenue that flows through the earth. So his plan is to take that McChip, all right, and put it in everybody. Not everybody's on the same pay scale.
So it can be centralized and controlled. Mm-hmm. But he can centralize. He's too many moving parts. Okay, he wants to try to centralize everything. Okay, CBDC.
Yep.
Central bank. Digital currency. Okay, he wants to centralize everything, put it on blockchain so he can have complete control. All right, you remember this man wants to play the Most High in the earth. That's it. He wants to mimic the Most High and being omnipotent, omnipresent. Okay, and with that device, all right, that's gonna bring that, all right, to the next level. You know? Go ahead.
Yep, that's the whole concept of him gathering all nations unto himself, all people unto himself. Mm-hmm. That's how he's gonna be able to do it. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna go back to Sirach. Yep. So this is Sirach 10:4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. Yep. And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
That's his son, Yahushua. Okay. That's who he's going to set up. Okay. And the earth is Yahushua to be king over everything. Real quick, jump to Psalm 2 and 6. Okay. We're going to go back to the route. See, the earth needs new management, man. And Yahushua is going to be profitable to the earth because he's going to rule the earth in complete righteousness and that ultimate wisdom. Okay? Everything is going to flourish under the rulership of Yahushua. Everything is going to bring forth abundance. Family structure is going to come back. People going back to their purpose. Women being in order. Men, okay, being the heads of households, man. Okay? Being influenced in righteousness, man. Integrity coming back to the earth, man. Okay? But right now, it's a very grimy, all right, cutthroat society, man. You know? Go ahead.
Psalms 2 and 6. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion.
Yet have I set my king on my holy hill of Zion, which is going to be Yahushua. Okay? Because Yahushua done finish, okay, his, you know, his pretty much, Yahushua is the first one to finish his development to be established as a king of the earth, as king of eternity. Yahushua went through everything he had to go through to be that king. Yep. And we finish in our course so we can be joint heirs with Yahushua.
But they say he paid the cost to be the boss.
He paid the cost. You see, he done went, the Most High done dealt with him, all right, and chastened him, okay? So now he's to the point where he's ready to be the king of the earth, man, in righteousness, man. Like you said earlier, Malak Tazadah. Okay, go ahead.
It says, I will declare the decree the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua had said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee.
Yeah, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. So now it's going back to when Yahushua was brought forth. You see, it goes back to, he said, Yet will I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion, because the earth is going to be ruled out of Jerusalem and righteousness. That's going to be the headquarters of the earth of Jerusalem.
Right.
Okay? So the Lord say, look, he gonna say his king over, then he goes back to show you the purpose why he brought Yahushua forth. Is to eventually be that profitable king in the earth.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. And what Jerusalem means, place of peace,
Yep.
city of peace,
Yerushalayim.
So the headquarters of peace. You know, the earth peace is going to be restored from that central place in the earth, man. And when you it's beautiful, because I always look up at this map, bro. When you look where Jerusalem at, it's in the center of the whole earth, man.
Yep.
It's in the center of the whole earth, man.
And when you were running, when you would you conquered, as a king, if you conquered large lands, your empire was vast. You would put your capital in the center.
Mm-hmm.
That way, everybody, can come to you.
Flow to you.
You had that even, distance where people can flow, bring tribute.
Yep.
Yep.
It's beautiful. Verse 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Yeah, ask of me, and I will give you the heathen for thine inheritance. That's what we're coming into, man. We're going to inherit these heathens, man. Okay? Everybody's going to learn righteousness, man. That's a solution to what's going on. All this marching and protesting and, crying and, singing and all. The solution is we finna inherit the heathens, man. It's going to be a righteous takeover, man. Okay? Starting with the top elites, okay? On down to these peasant Edomites that's going to go into captivity, man. Okay? Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's funny because we had that other topic too. I want to read this
precept.
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We debating on the topics going to, but this is a good precept right now. Genesis 28:14. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, speaking to Jacob. And thou shalt spread abroad to the west, and to the east, and to the north, and to the south. And in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. So that's making the earth prosperous is going to come through us, which the earth was made prosperous. All these empires was able to prosper because they had us in their possession as the sons of God. But the thing about it is their heart wasn't towards the Most High's righteousness. It was man's righteousness, man's gods, But they were able to build up in wickedness with the might of the Lord's sons, But now the earth is going to have to be built up under the might of the Lord's sons, being in submission to the Lord's sons, beginning with Yahushua with that rod of iron, man. You see, we're going to teach them how to run this thing right forever.
Yep. They're going to benefit.
Yep.
If they benefit us, if they benefited from us being in captivity, how much more us in rulership? Mm-hmm. After that 1,000 years of a rigorous captivity, because that 1,000 years is to, pretty much to expel what Esau has instilled in the earth, the wickedness that Esau has instilled in the earth. That rod of iron is going to expel that, man. That rigorous captivity is going to get that out the earth, man. And that's why after the 1,000 years, guess what? He's going to be completely exterminated. That's going to be, this is the end of that shit.
Yep.
This is the end of this shit forever.
Yep. No more wicked, no more vessels dedicated to death on the earth.
Yep. This nigga fuck, man.
This nigga dedicated to death. He got to be taken out of the way. We're completely removed. So back, you want me to keep going in Psalms 2?
Read 9.
Okay. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Psalms 2 and 9. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron.
Yep.
Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
Yeah, so it's saying that because of what's done happened within Esau's leadership. Okay? As you will read it, then you're like, man, why are you going to handle them like that? Well, they got to be handled like that because they've been influenced by the wicked for so long, man. Okay? And righteousness has to be instilled, man. Whenever you try to, change, culture, Okay, it takes drastic measures, man. When you changing a whole culture, it takes drastic measures. Look what happened. Then we get beat with the rod to get the culture beat out of us.
That's what I was just about to say. That's the spirit said we had to go through it.
Yeah.
If he did it to his sons,
Yeah.
if he did it to his chosen people, how much more, we got beat with the rod of iron. Because it really was for us first and foremost.
Yeah.
See, the Lord had to establish order within his own people first. And the ones that he chose to be lords over the earth, he said, even with his son, he said it pleased him to bruise him.
Mm-hmm.
So how much more you nations, we say, are reputed as nothing. So, hey, what comes around goes around, man. So, hey, that's justice and that's fair for him to say, okay, I'm going to take my own son and beat the hell out of him to make him understand.
Profitable.
Yeah. Understand my righteousness.
Yep. I got a quick question.
Come.
This is Sirach 30:1. It says, he that loveth his son causes him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end.
Woo! Where it say, train up a child in the way he should go, he should never depart. All those principles in those proverbs, where it talks about spare the rod, spoil the child.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord, he's dealing with us as sons, right? And you truly want a son to grow up and be profitable. You're not going to allow him to be wicked. You're not going to allow that, man. You're gonna whoop his ass when he's doing wrong, so that he'll understand the benefit of living righteously, man. You got it, bro.
You get that Sirach 18 and
Go back.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me finish. I'm gonna read verse 10 and jump back. Okay. This Psalms 2:10. Be wise now, therefore, O you kings.
Yep.
Be instructed, ye judges of the earth.
Be instructed. Because as a ruler, you have the biggest responsibility. And that's why you'll receive the biggest punishment. Yep. That's why Esau is going to be dealt with like he's going to be dealt with, because the earth was given unto his hand. Okay? And he fumbled the earth. This nigga fumbled the earth, man.
Big time.
Big time.
Like Jalen Hurts. Hey, so back to Sirach 2, and want me to jump to
read
Sirach 10.
Yeah.
10 and 8.
Yeah, read 8 and 10.
This is Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches, Salaki got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that one people, going back to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, all right, it's going to be from Jacob. It's going to be from Esau to Jacob. That's the translation of kingdom, okay? Because Esau had his chance to rule. Okay, remember he begged Isaac for a blessing. Pretty much, Isaac gave him a trial run. Okay, Isaac gave Esau a trial run, and what did he do? He influenced the earth in complete wickedness. He's destroying the creation. He's destroying the creation, he's destroying the creatures and the creation. So his trial run is up. Okay, what's it? What YouTube TV? Would you get 2 weeks? Free
trial.
Yeah.
Now you gotta pay.
Yeah, so his free trial is up, man.
Yep.
Okay, and he's showing that he's not able, to manage the earth in righteousness, man. Okay, yeah, you can't even keep the earth functioning the way you're going, man.
He had three superior kingdoms in the earth: the Greeks, the Romans, and now back.
Mm-hmm.
Again. So you had 3 times to prove yourself.
That's right.
3 strikes you out.
Yeah, they went back to doing what he was doing in the Greco-Roman.
He just can't learn. He can't get it right. Hey, it says that pride, man. Verse 9, why is earth in ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
And what does he covet? He wants to be the Most High. and he wants to be the chosen people. You see?
Mhm.
And in his attempt to do so, he's destroying everything. And in his pride, he don't give a damn.
Yep.
Okay? Go ahead.
That covetous also link back up with Habakkuk where it said he cannot be satisfied
Yep,
because
yep.
the covetous spirit deals with you not being content.
Yep.
You know, you always want. You always want. You got all the gold, you drew all the oil, you got dominion in the earth, but you still ain't satisfied.
Yep.
It says, for such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels, man. Look how he do his own people. Like, as a nation, if you king, your best interest is gonna be to set your people up,
Yep.
all your people up,
Yep.
to be in a profitable position, you know, to be in a position of power. But that man, he cast down his own people, man.
He shit on you.
If you don't care about your own people, you don't care about yourself. And that's the type of vibration that he's pushing throughout the entire earth, especially on Israel. You know,
They cut those shit.
they cutthroat. Yep. As you look at like even in every major city in America, it's like the so-called black on black crime. Like, that's a major thing, man. Wherever you go, Jake killing Jakes. You know, got over a color, over stupid shit. You know, like they don't value life at all, man. And when the Heavenly Father set us up, we say, love thy neighbor as thyself, man. Like, that's one of the even Yahweh Shah said all the laws rest on this. Love God and love the neighbor, love your neighbor as yourself, man. You know, being your brother's keeper, man. But showing you that this man spirit go right back to Cain. Am I my brother's keeper?
Yeah.
We see you ain't.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit about people,
He
man.
ain't yourself keeper.
He ain't yourself
But he
keeper.
pollutes the earth that he can't, like, he gotta live here.
Yeah.
He pollutes the earth that
You gotta breathe air too,
yeah.
man.
And he don't think about the trickle effects. Like, he think about he playing the shit out, but then he don't think about the long term shit. Like, shit can go real bad. He just do the shit.
He'll think about something worse that he could do to try to fix what he'd already fucked up.
Yeah. And that's a proud man. He done messed up, and his attempt to fix it, he fucking shit up more. A nigga working on your car don't really know what he's doing. Then he ain't gonna say, damn, I'm lost. Nah, he gonna try some more shit. Yeah. That's how this man runs the earth, man. Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna read go to 10.
Yep.
It says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die.
Yeah, so Esau the king today and tomorrow he shall die in the future, man. Okay, and he's the disease is gonna be cut off. How Shai is gonna do that, man? How is he gonna do that? Through war. The war has to be waged in righteousness, man.
Yep.
Against this wicked empire, the scriptures say. What's that in Haggai 2:22? Unless you had something.
Real quick, this Revelation 11. I'll just get straight to the point. And 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged.
Yeah, so this is the time the Lord is going to judge these nations and these heathens, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, beginning with Esau, Edom. Okay, but these other nations who pretty much have been, agglomerated Esau, Edom, because these nations really ain't got no true power under Esau, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, Esau really, has a stronghold within all these nations, going back to what? Their financial system.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, what the end of the saying, he that controls the money,
controls the people.
Controls the people.
Yep.
It says that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets.
Yeah, so we're in the time of reward. We're going to be rewarded for righteousness. Because this is a society that persecutes righteousness. But when the righteous king comes, righteousness is going to be rewarded, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay? And it's going to be in order because it's going to go into the prophets. Go ahead.
It says, thy servants the prophets and to the saints
Yep.
and them that fear thy name.
Yo, so that's the 144,000, and the rest of the 1/3, all right, small and great. You know, everyone in the order is going to get a reward for righteousness, man. Okay, for standing firm for righteousness in this wicked society. It's a reward that comes with that, man. Okay, go ahead.
Small and great.
Yep.
And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
You got to destroy them which destroy the earth, man. And this man constantly, all right, shows you that he don't give a damn about the earth, man. Okay, he don't care about people, animals. He don't care about nothing, man. Okay, but trying to scratch his ego, man, prove a point that he is, that he's gonna upset prophecy, man. And in his attempt to do so, he's destroying everything, man. You know, yeah, bro.
You said Haggai.
Yeah, 2:22.
All right, this Haggai 2:22.
Yep.
And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms.
Yep.
And I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen.
See, this is the solution.
Hmm.
You see all this bullshit Drake on, like I say, the black bank. You know, you gotta kill a mic talking about the black. Then it's a digital bank. You know, it's like, nigga, do you know, you playing right into the nigga hand. That ain't no solution. Okay? And then you niggas done had so-called black presidents, black woman vice president. You niggas done had all type of lineups. You know, you niggas done had all type of lineups when it comes to politics, man. Still lose, man.
Fail.
Yeah, HBCUs ain't the way out. It's cute, you know, that ain't the way out, man. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This the solution. He will overthrow the thrones of the heathen. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them.
Yeah, the military, go ahead.
And the horses, and their riders shall come down.
Yep.
Every one by the sword of his brother.
Yeah, so the Lord has these nations finna go to war with each other. See, this is a strategy, okay, to usher in a righteous kingdom. Prophecy is strategic. World War III is strategic. A lot of these Edomites gonna kill each other off. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these heathens, they gonna kill each other off in this Third World War. Because what? The scripture says gonna be fought with what? Flame and burn in the fire.
Yep.
Which is missiles. It's gonna be a lot of missile play. They ain't gonna be the back and forth machine gun. It's gonna be missiles thrown across the earth. And eventually the missiles gonna get nuclear. You see?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
Yahushua is coming to take down this empire while they're warring with each other, man. You see? And we can get that in Revelation 19.
Yep.
11. Read down. Yep.
This Revelation chapter 19, starting at verse 11.
Yep.
And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse.
Yep.
And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
Yeah, so the heaven open is Yahushua coming into his realm. You know, it's going to be like a portal. And Yahushua and the angels are coming from the spiritual realm into this realm.
Yep.
Okay? He's going to be on the Father chariot. Okay, go ahead.
It says, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war.
In the righteousness he doth judge and make war. This is what has to happen. Okay, this is a solution, man. Okay, it has to be a war raged in righteousness on this wicked society, man. That's going to remove, okay, Esau, Edom from power along with these other nations, man. Go ahead.
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
Yep.
And on his head were many crowns.
Mm-hmm. Showing you that what, man? He's come to take the authority, all right, from these nations, man.
Conquer these kings.
Conquer these kings, man. Okay? To put down, what we say, I beheld till the thrones was cast down.
Mm-hmm.
And the ancient of days did sit. You see?
Yep.
Because Yahushua is coming conquering in the name of his Father.
Yep.
Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
And you go into that, that doesn't mean we don't know the name. Because you got that madness going out. But he himself goes into his body. Aren't we the body of Yahushua? So he had a name that no man knew, but he himself, speaking of the body, the believers, okay? He has authority that no one, even going further, no one really believes on the authority of Yahushua like the believers. Because you have men that know the name, but then they'll disrespect the Most High's authority, Yahushua's authority. Okay, but we really reverence his authority, man. The body of Yahushua, he himself. Did he pray? The Father was in Yahushua, then Yahushua prayed that he be in us. Okay, so we're himself. Okay.
Also, it deals with that power.
Yep.
Because Yahushua is coming with a power that this world and this earth has never seen. And us being a part of that body, Lord, willing to elect, remember, we're going to be changed. We're going to be changed into a portion of that. He has the highest fullness of that power. But we're going to be changed into a power that this world has never seen. Because it's going to be a rulership that this world has never seen. As you go into that word name, it means a rank and a power, man. Okay? So you got to understand the magnitude. How he's going to shake this earth when he come from that spiritual realm into this dimension.
And so Isaiah 63, how no one was with him.
Yeah, there was none with him.
There was none with him.
Meaning no power, nobody could.
And then also, there's nobody that's for him in this earth outside of himself, his body. His body. You see?
Yep. That's why I say we're going to be, when we go to Hosea, so like Zechariah 12 and 8, we're going to be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord. We're going to be with him. Yeah. So, yeah. You know, it's a stumbling block for those that don't believe on the name.
Yeah, you know. Like I said, we're going to be in the chairs. Pretty much it's going to be Yahushua getting us out the way.
Yep.
You know, because we're going to get busy for a time, but then it's going to come a time where, like, y'all come up here now.
Yeah. It's over with.
Yeah.
I'm finna get busy. That's just like, you know, like, you finna do something, you get your kids out the way. Like, y'all gonna get out the way now. Gonna get out the way, get behind me.
He might have helped you, hand you the tools and shit. But then when you really like, it's time to pull the motor out. Y'all going
in the house. Hey, but yeah, back up in verse 13, it says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood.
Yep, showing that it's gonna be a slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And his name is called the Word of Yahweh, Word of the Most High.
Because he's coming to execute the word. Just going until yesterday, the books were open. Mm-hmm. So everything you read about that's going to happen, all thy enemies shall go into captivity. Well, Yahushua is going to fulfill it when he comes. Okay, they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. They that made thee a prey shall be a prey. How is it going to happen? Yahushua is going to make that happen, man. Okay, he's the word. He's the embodiment of his word. Yep.
It says, and the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses.
Yep.
Clothed in fine linen.
It's gonna be an invasion.
Yep.
See, this little bullshit, like, he's already talking about a foreign invasion, an alien. It's gonna be it. The alien just goes to a foreigner.
Yep.
Okay, it's gonna be an alien invasion. Yep. And righteousness, man. It's gonna be Yahushua, no chariots, man. Go ahead.
It says, clothed in fine linen, white and clean.
Yep.
And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations.
He shall smite the nations. That's the solution. These nations need to be smitten. They need to be removed from power. All these nations, okay, are in cahoots with Esau, Edom, with this NWO. Okay? All of them have showed themselves unworthy to be rulers, man. Okay? So now, like we said in Psalm 2 and 6, yet have I set my king on my holy hill Zion.
Yep.
Okay, and this is the beginning of it. Okay.
It says, and out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations.
Yep.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
Going back to it. You see?
That's it.
That's the solution. You see? Mm-hmm. This has to be done. Go ahead.
It says, and he treaded the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of almighty power, Alashaj.
And this is symbolic of the slaughterhouse. It's going to be like treading, when you treading wine, all right, you will be stomping the blood of the wine out of the grapes, the blood of the grapes. You will be pressing down on it. That's going to be the type of slaughter, that's the type of pressure that Yahweh Shai finna bring the earth, man. He finna really press down on this society with power, man. You know, in the
Stomp the
slaughter.
nations out like
Yeah,
grapes.
yeah, he's stomping them out. All he said until he put all things under his feet.
That's it.
You
That's
see,
That's it.
it's gonna be the great stomp out in the earth, man. The earth is gonna be like a big wine press, man. And Yahweh Shai gonna stomp this place out, man. Okay. So
They say that's why talk about the harvest is right.
Yeah.
Is ready.
Yep.
The grapes they full.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It said verse 16, it says, and he had on his vesture and on his thigh a name written,
Yep.
King of Kings and Lord of
And
Lords.
that's gonna be the beginning of the righteous eternal empire. Okay, on his thigh, talking about on his garment. Okay, he had his title because men of status they could afford that embroidery to put their titles on their garments. You know, and it would be on the part that would cover their thigh. All right, not just bugged out niggas.
Talk about tattoos.
Yeah, yo, dumb ass. Okay, like he come out with his leg, like he got a slit. You know, what the fuck you talking about, man? You know, but nah, man, that's the title, and that's gonna be his forever title, man. King of King and Lord of Lords, man.
That old Babylonian shit.
Yeah,
The Babylon shit.
guys, bro.
So with that, Lord will, you will edify it again. Hey, Israel, we can't win, at least Babylon comes to an end, man. So with that, Lord will, you will edify, giving all praise, honor, and glory once again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Right, double honors again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and taste to the hopeful elect, Kwam Yasharallah, Abab, Abal, Rise Israel, destroy confusion, Shalom, Malachim. Peace to the elect. Outside of